Well, it's time to talk about templates, a significant part of Liquid EMR. Our system uses a variety of templates to accomplish different tasks that reduce data entry and ensure higher level of data integrity. As I mentioned earlier in our tour, we always place a list of the most commonly used templates on the right side of the patient summary screen here. All the other templates are organized in folders on the patient notes screen. So with Brendalin's chart already open, if we click on the patient notes icon, we're going to return to a screen that we looked at earlier, but now we're going to click on the Templates tab, which gives us a standard folder view of the many template categories that we've created. The first template we're going to demonstrate is the LMO Progress Note template. And just a single click will open up this template, and you can see that a number of macros have been set up for execution as soon as we choose the fill method that we want to use. In this case, in a second, we're going to use the start fill method, but when we're finished with this template, we're going to do another one using the default method, so just hold on for that one. So we're going to go ahead and click on the Start Fill button, and then you'll be able to see all the patient's demographic information being filled in. Now we're asked to supply an LMP date, and in this case we're just going to click on the OK button, which leaves that blank. Now we're asked to provide the chief complaint from the patient, and I'll just type in patient, that the patient reports severe throat pain and fever starting yesterday. When I'm done typing, I just click on the OK button to continue. Now we're asked for the patient's medical history, and we're just going to click on the Select All button, which is going to bring everything over from the patient hub. Next is the social history, and we're going to click Select All again. Then patient's family history, and this time we're going to highlight just the first line. And we're going to click Selected Entries button this time. Now the patient's surgical history, and we're going to click on Select All again. Now at this point, a stop command has been inserted so that we can dictate our subjective information. And to do that, we just place the cursor directly under the subjective heading on the screen. And then we're going to click on the microphone icon way at the top right portion of the screen. And as soon as we click on that, what I'm saying actually becomes part of this template. And when we're finished dictating, all we're going to do is click on the Save button, and that's all for that dictation. Now at this point, we want to continue where we left off with the autofill, so we're going to click on the Start Fill button again at the top of the screen. And when we do that, we're shown that we'll be submitting our dictation to the transcription service, and it's going to be returned to us the following morning. Now for our customers who prefer using Dragon software, we have that available as well, but this transcription service is really very popular with a lot of our customers. Anyway, both of these work seamlessly with our system. Well, let's click on the OK button now. And in the assessment section, we're given the opportunity to select one or more ICD-9 codes. What we're going to do is we're going to select only the one that was entered in the patient hub on 2-4. And we're going to click on the Selected Entries button. And next we're asked to provide a follow-up date. And we're just going to select one from the calendar here, say 2/11. And finally we're asked to provide a digital signature, which would require a password. Now since I'm not a physician, I can't do that here, so I'll just click on the Cancel button. And we're finished with our progress note. Now notice that when we finished this template, it was automatically added to the patient's chart under the clinical heading. Well, that was a template using the Start Fill method. Now we're going to do something different. First, we're going to click on the Exit button at the top left of the screen, and this is going to take us back to the patient's chart. And now let's click on the Patient Hub button and say that we want to generate a prescription here. So we're going to click on the RX button, and we're shown all of the medications that are currently prescribed for Brendalin. Now for our demonstration purposes here, we're going to go ahead and deselect that bottom one. We've done this before, but just want to show you that we're currently saying that the one for ibuprofen we want to remain active, and then we're going to add a new one. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and click on the next available line, and we're going to select today's date. Then in the next column, we'll click on there, and we're going to click on RX medications. Then we're going to select antibiotics, which gives us a list of antibiotics to select from. We'll pick Augmentin 500 milligrams, and then we'll select the default of 7 days by clicking on the OK button. Then one final click of the OK button at the top of the screen here. And at this point we have two medications that are showing to be current, which is what we want. Okay, now we just want to do a right mouse click, and we do this anywhere on the screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to select print and then LMO prescription.rtf, and this is going to launch our second template, and we're right back where we were a little while ago with our other template. Now for this template, we first want to click on one of the two hyperlinks that are shown there in bold red. Our choices are either to select the ICD-9 code that we know was previously entered today into the patient hub, or we could click on the Choose ICD-9 link and look up a list of codes because we hadn't gotten around to doing that yet. In this case, we're going to click on today's ICD-9 link, and that information is pulled directly from the hub for us. Now what we need to do is move our cursor to the top of the page and just click once, because we're going to start filling from that point. And so we're going to go ahead and click on the default button, and our prescription will be filled out for us. Okay, once again, this template is now added to the patient's chart, and it's placed in the prescriptions folder, so you can see there at the top. Well, obviously this was the longest section of our tour, but I think you can see that the possibilities are virtually endless in terms of the kinds of functions that can be applied to templates and used effectively in your practice. These templates can be generated relatively quickly, and they put a personal stamp of how you want your office to use Liquid EMR.